Now, what I want to talk about is, I would like to believe, is an imperative subject, because many of us are going through it, or are in it, or we are going out of it. I'm talking about what you need to do before you move on to another relationship. So you quickly move on to one relationship to another relationship without properly debriefing yourself. When you go through something, don't just go through it, but you've got to grow in it. What am I saying here? I am saying that in psychology, there is what they call a broken consciousness. This is when somebody quickly or swiftly jumps out of one relationship to another without properly debriefing themselves. What it means is you did not get the wisdom from the experience. So you get the shame, you take the pain, you take the disappointment, you take the depression, you take the heartbreak, but you never take the wisdom from the experience that you've just gone through. So you quickly move on without debriefing yourself. You must ask yourself, am I conscious enough to know what I want? Or even go deeper than that, ask yourself, am I conscious enough to know what I need? Because what you want and what you need are two different things. Many of us, we know what we want, but we do not know what we need. Because it's easy to know what I want. Nobody wants lettuce. Nobody wants salad. Who wants salad? Look at it. It's green. It's tomatoes. It's cucumber. It's onion. There is nothing about a salad that you would want. But let's talk about a burger. Let's talk about ribs. Let's talk about lamb chicken slices, KFC. Everybody wants that. But there is nothing in the salad that you want. But if we are going to talk about what you need, what you want is probably different from what you need. Because you may not need the burger, you may not need the ribs, but you definitely need the salad if you know what you need in your body. So many times we change an individual and we think our life is progressing just because they have a different name. But what you have been changing are names, but the personality is still the same. That's why people come with things like, all men are dogs. Or people come with things like, all women are gold diggers. But you have to be very careful before you say that statement. What you ought to say is, the men that I attract are dogs, or the woman that I attract are gold diggers, because you can only attract who you are. The problem is you keep on going for what you want and ignoring what you need in life. And it's very impossible for you to expect change when you keep on changing the names, but you keep on attracting the same personality. And last year I ate in one of the most expensive restaurants, and they were serving us food at different intervals. It came a time that they gave us beef, and now before they gave us the second meat, which was chicken, they delivered to me a bowl which had a funny look, and they called it lemon sorbet. And because I was so intrigued why they're giving me that bowl, I asked them, what is that and why are you giving it to me? They said it is called a lemon sorbet. It cleanses the palate. So then I said, what do you mean? Why do I need to cleanse the palate? He said to me that before we give you the next meat that we're about to give you, we need to make sure that you don't have the taste of the previous meat that we gave you. So you ate beef. Now we are about to give you chicken. You must make sure that you don't taste the beef in the chicken that we gave you. It gave me a revelation that how many people don't cleanse their palate. They quickly jump out of one relationship to another. So you tasted beef in your previous relationship, and now you're jumping into a relationship that is chicken, and now you're tasting the beef in the chicken, and you keep on blaming the chicken, and you're saying you're tasting like beef, not knowing you are the one that never cleansed your palate. So now you are tasting the beef when you're not supposed to taste the beef in the chicken. Have you cleansed your palate? Before you can jump into another relationship, make sure your palate is cleansed. Make sure you're conscious enough to know what you need. Not only what you want, because it's easy to know what you want, but do you know what you need? Don't just jump into a new relationship before you cleanse the palate. Make sure you don't taste the previous meat in the new meat. For God wants to do new things for your life. But have you cleansed your palate for the next move that God has for you? God bless you. This is Bishop.